The one thing is very fascinating that when you will write your smart contract, you will spend your 90% of your time testing your contract. You will use multiple methods like unit test, slitter, and there are tons of tools we have to test the contract. But the one I use personally, I use multiple signer object testing. So what I do generally, I create a contract, I simply fork the network and I do all the testing on the mainnet. So in that way, what happened, I can easily able to check all the function, all the variables, all the utility model, all the modifier which I have declared in my contract in actually on the live network. So when I will do the transaction through the fork, I can see that what amount of gas consumption I'm paying for that particular function. So this is very important, and you have to know that how you can fork the network and how you can create any signer. You can pick any account on Ethereum network, whether you are deploying to Ethereum, Polygon, as long as it's EVM compatible. So you can pick any address and you can simply pass into this particular function, and it's going to create a signer object, and you're going to do the transaction on behalf of that particular account as a fork. And this is really powerful for me when I test the contract. So Hardhat give you this power because they have a very special function which allow you to create signer object for any account. So let me give you a quick example. So here you can see this is the project we have built on the channel. So if I take you back here, I have explained every single thing in detail, that how you can fork the network and how you can create a signer object and do the transaction. But those of you who have not done that, let me give you and show you one more time. And let me talk about the special function we have in them. So this is the same code I have here, and here I have this particular folder called fork. Inside that I have this particular script, and here I have written all the script for simple token swap. So this is the entire written code I have written for this as a script. If I take you back to the package.json file, I'm using this particular version. So I'm using this, and again I just want to tell you that so currently Hardhat is compatible with this particular node version. It's not compatible with the latest version. So if you install latest version in your computer, Hardhat will not work. So let me show you. I'll say so this particular version you have in your computer, or if you talk about the npm, if you have these two version, Hardhat will work absolutely fine. But if you have the updated version, Hardhat will not work. So that's the thing you have to keep in mind. Now I just want to show you one thing. So I'm going to simply cut this for a moment. I'll take you back to the script, and here you will have this particular function. So let me come back here, and if I take you up here, I have created the signer object. So this is what I have. This is the pool function we have. This is the liquidity, and here we have the options. There we have build trade, and here I have this one. This is the function I'm talking about. Get impersonate signer. So all you have to do is you have to pass the address which you want to use to create the signer object. For example, this is the address I have, which has a lot of fun. So if I come back here, if I take you to the ether scan, and if I'm going to paste the address, you will see it has a lot of fun. So I'll paste and I will hit and search, and here this particular account has 24 ether and it has close to 201 token. Here you will find all the token, and you can simply utilize it and fork it, and you can do the testing in all of this token. And that's what exactly I have explained in this project. So make sure to follow this one. Now you can see that this account has a lot of fun, and I am using the same account. So this time what I'm going to do is that, for example, that I have written a smart contract, and where I want to check my contract performing swap with different tokens. In this case, like this particular account is perfect. It has more than 201 token, and I can do all the testing with this particular account. So this is a really good account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Hardhat, and I'm going to use this particular function. It's going to create the signer object which I need to do the transaction. So if you use Web3 package, what happens generally there? We create a signer object. We first connect with the wallet, and when there is a connection with the wallet, we get the signer object with that particular wallet we are connected with. But by using this particular function, you can connect with any address and you can generate a signer object for that specific account, and you can make the transaction on the fork network. So let me show you. So if I show you the signer object, you can able to find all the information we have regarding the signer objects. Now I'm going to simply execute this particular code. So I'm going to open my terminal, and all I have to do is I have to run particular this command. So I'll say copy, paste, and here I will have all that. So just wait, soon the transaction is going to complete, and here you can see that this is the before balance. This is the exact balance this particular user has. If you check this 24.82, an exact balance we have here. This is the with balance, this is the dt balance, and here after the swap. So we have swap 1 ether and we got this much USDT balance. So it's working fine. And here we have this entire signer object. You can see that we are using this account for performing the swap. So if I take you back here, deploy script, we are using this particular account. So it's really powerful. Again, I want you to come and follow this project. So when you will focus on this project, it will teach you everything about the hard hat and how you can fork the network and do the transaction. You really want to become a like DeFi developer where you have to deal with this in every single contract when it's come to testing. So building contract is only 10%. The 90% work you spend when you test the contract through multiple tools, you write multiple unit tests, you build documentation. These are the 90% of your work when you will build a contract. It's not like just simply build it. You have to give every single details about the contract which you have included. Like you have declared this particular variable, what it's for. You have declared this call data, what it's for. What kind of changes to bring into the contract. You have to declare every single thing. So this one is very important. I would suggest you to come and build this particular project. Like it's a quite lengthy project, 3 hours long. Everything is provided to all of you guys. So build everything from scratch and you will learn everything about this particular method which I have talked about. So this one is really important and it's my favorite one. So that's the only thing from my end, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have any question, any doubt, to let me know, and you can simply come back to the blockchain coder. Here you will find we have all of this project. You can pick any project and build. The more project you will build, the better understanding you will have, and that will teach you, and that will give you the real learning. If you don't build, then you just throwing the stone without seeing where it's going. Okay, so you have to know what you are building, what kind of learning you are getting, and how it's going to help you. I told you every single thing that how it's going to help you. It's help you in your testing, contract testing. It will help you to know more about hard library, hard package, and how you can utilize it in your development. So there's tons of learning you will have, and you will also learn about the DeFi protocol and how you can interact with the Uniswap contract to perform the swap. So that's the only thing from my end. If you have any question, any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely try to help with that. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.